Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Banking Made Easy podcast. I'm your co-host, Lily.
And I'm Cy.
And today we have our special guest. This is Tyler.
Hi, I'm the Vice President of Operations for TFCU, and I'm excited to be here today.
And the reason that we have Tyler on board is today is because he's a little bit of a mobile wallet expert. And today we'd like to get on the topic of mobile wallets, their convenience, their security features, and the safety that it provides to the public.
Yeah, so I'll take it away. The biggest thing that I love about mobile wallets is just protecting your card number. So every time you do a transaction, it tokenizes that card number. So it's a randomized card number for every transaction you do, which prevents against fraud or identity theft with your card number. So that's my main focus on why I really love mobile wallets.
Now on the topic, you mentioned that it sort of masks your card number. Can you go into a little bit more detail about that?
Yeah, especially for someone like me, because I'm like, it had to get explained to me, because when I first heard that the first time, I didn't quite get what that meant.
Yeah, so for your protection, every time you do a digital transaction, it creates a variation of your card number. So it uses usually the beginning of the BIN number, and then it randomizes the end of the card number, and they call that a tokenized card number.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty neat. I mean, that's a good way to have your information protected.
Yeah.
Probably really helpful against data breaches too, I'm sure.
Yeah, because if they have a data breach, instead of your debit card being on file with the store, they'll end up getting that tokenized number,
right,
which so you don't have to worry about anything, which is definitely great.
And in addition to the fraud protection, it's actually really easy to use a mobile wallet. I don't know if either of you have experienced that with TFCU and your debit cards with us. Have you done a wallet transaction, or do you have your debit cards? Yeah, so it's pretty easy to use. I personally like to use it on vacation a lot. I don't like to carry my wallet with me, so traveling with just your cell phone, you're always going to have that on you. So the convenience there of just having your debit card wherever you go, you're going to have your phone with you. So
yeah, I mean, I know me personally, I always have my phone. Never leave it at home anywhere. Wallet, that's another story, but.
One time I went to the gas stations and I wasn't getting gas. I was getting chips. And I went up to the cashier, and then I was like, oh my God, I don't have my wallet, but I had my phone. And then I remembered that I actually had my mobile wallet set up here and pay for it. And I got my chips and everything was good.
That's good. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a huge convenience to have. Absolutely ease of access. I mean, that's what we're all looking for these days too, is to have everything readily available.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure most people don't leave home without their phone. So if you have your debit card set up and stored in your phone.
Phone anxiety. Everyone gets it nowadays.
And you brought up gas stations too. And a lot of people don't know, but most gas stations do have the Apple or Google Wallet Pay right on the pumps too, which is really easy for use too. So you could just drive up to the lane, tap your phone right on the pump, and make a transaction.
Which is good, because I know, you correct me if I'm wrong, but the skimmers are used a lot on the gas pumps.
They are
one of the most popular, besides ATMs.
Yes, and then most gas pumps you can't even see. Sometimes it's just like, it looks like a sticker on a pump. You wouldn't even notice it's there, and then you stick your card in. They have your PIN number when you enter it, your full debit card information. So,
and a skimmer, if you guys don't know, it's a device that fraudsters will put on something that you use, like the gas pump, to pay, or an ATM, and then when you put it, you pass through their device. That's how they get your information. So using the mobile wallet's a good way to protect against that.
Yeah. And now most retail stores like Target or Kohl's even accept Apple Pay and Google Pay now with the wallet. So I think even a few years ago it wasn't as accepted industry-wide, but now most retailers do accept wallet pay.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going to go and I'm going to use whatever I can actually use out in the world.
Yeah.
Not searching for it, so having it actually available is definitely a big step in the right direction.
Yeah. I heard that you like trivia, so I actually brought a trivia question.
I love trivia. Yeah. So, working out the old cranium,
Yeah. So are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
I was born ready.
So in 2022, do you know what % of all global point of sale transactions were digital wallet transactions? If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, so I'm going to put California's probably high. We're probably one of the higher people doing that too.
And it's globally, so.
Globally, yeah. So it's got to be. I'm gonna say
the stakes.
It should be higher, but I'm gonna say it's low. I'm gonna say the percent of POS 3%.
Wow. That's kind of funny because I think TFCU is close to that 3% range right now, but the global number is 32% of all point of sale transactions or wallet transactions. Yeah. And that was in 2022. They don't have the 2023 numbers out yet, but that's pretty good. And I think it's a growing number, and it's growing for TFCU as well. So,
wow, I was way off. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Have the other number there. But I mean, it sounds like it's growing in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, people are becoming more aware of, the convenience of having the ability to use a mobile wallet and the safety and how it protects them and their person.
Yes.
It's a win-win. So
Yeah.
it's like,
You can't go wrong.
exactly.
A lot of the online retailers ask you when you're going to make a purchase too if you want to store your card in the website. I don't suggest doing that because if there's ever a data breach on a website like Target or Home Depot or even DoorDash, they have your full card information. That's how fraudsters can get your numbers. But apps like Dunkin', DoorDash, Target, they all accept Apple and Google Pay right on their website, so you don't have to store your card for your own protection too. Not sure if either of you are aware of that, but
Oh, yeah. Online shopping all the time.
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a huge convenience because, you're on your couch, you're shopping, surfing the web. You don't want to get up to grab your card, especially if you're watching a good show. Like, I don't know. I just recently, I know it's a little bit older, started watching Game of Thrones, and I am hooked.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is walk away to get your debit card.
Exactly. So just being able to do that, Face ID, good to go.
Yeah.
Purchase made, and your card's safe.
So there's another feature that TFCU has that kind of goes great with the mobile wallets is card control. So you can monitor your transactions that you're making with your wallet or out in the world. It goes hand in hand with that fraud protection. So if there was a transaction that wasn't yours or someone did have your card number, you'd easily see that come through with card control. So that's something I recommend hand in hand with our mobile wallet.
And now you can set up alerts with card control as well for everything, correct?
Yep. You could have spending alerts or, alerts for transactions that are out of the area or things like that. Or you can even stop transactions that are not done on your person or where your phone is. So.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. That's definitely a good thing to have, I'd say.
Yeah.
And that's separate from our TFCU mobile banking app, correct?
It is. It's an additional app, but it's definitely an app that's worth downloading for your, protection, I'd say. There are some other things you can do too. Like if you misplaced your card, you could restrict it through card control as well until you find it to stop fraudsters from, using your card if they were to find it out in the world.
Or if it's under the in the sofa or something.
Yeah.
You gotta go looking for it.
That too, or maybe your kid stole it or something.
Saves you a debit card fee.
Yeah. Yes. And you can also limit your spending. So if you're someone that just shops a lot, you can limit your transaction amount per day or dollar amount too to kind of safeguard you from overspending if you're.
I need to get my fiance on this.
Yeah.
She's not gonna listen to me though. I can't control her card.
So I say you can't set her limits up, but
You can certainly set your own.
yeah.
Some good food for thought, though. It sounds like, there's a lot of convenience with mobile wallet, some ease of access to your life, a lot of protection in a world where, fraud is running rampant these days, and the number of instances and the percentage of instances of fraud are getting higher, unfortunately, day to day. So,
And it's nice that it's customizable to you, whether you want to have your phone present, which what he mentioned, it's like you have to have your phone within wherever the transaction's taking
Correct.
place, right?
Yes.
So if you some people might not like that, but if you wanted that, it's open, and you could do that. The location, the limits, you can customize it to yourself, which I think is great.
Yeah. And I just think the way the world is becoming digital with online shopping, every food retailer has a mobile app. So I think just getting in the habit of protecting your information versus saving it on these websites is a good practice.
The way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
And this month's community shout out comes from Jeffrey from Google. Jeffrey says, as always, my experience at TFCU is consistent and unmatchable. This is why I always now and in the future continue to recommend Taunton Federal Credit Union for any banking or loan service needs anyone may have. We are lucky to have our very own credit union here in Taunton. In today's day and age, many businesses cannot match their customer service. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your kind words. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you very much. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here today. I think, on the topic of mobile wallet, we got a lot of good points across and hopefully a lot of good tips that can help each one of our viewers out today as well. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, I was outnumbered by the operations people today, but I just wanted to thank Tyler for coming. I'll see you next month. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tyler, again. Bye now. If you've enjoyed this month's podcast, Banking Made Easy with TFCU,
Please do us a huge favor and subscribe today.